Hello everybody. I'd like to welcome you to a new bee yard for me. We're currently near the town of Carlton, just a little south of there. That'd be Carlton, Minnesota. And I've set up a small bee yard here. I've got 2 hives here right now, but I can put a max of 4 out here. But it's maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes north of Holyoke. We're still in that warm region, and we got, I don't know, it might not look like it here. We have, in the area at least, some nice fields. And landowner's name is Elmer. Elmer and I had planted just over this little brush line here, a flat area. We planted in a bunch of 5 different varieties of clover, and he also put in some oats too as a cover crop. So we're last check on that, the clover was coming up fantastic. A lot of it everywhere, and I hadn't seen much for the oats yet because we hadn't planted them yet, so they should be coming up real soon. Just did the oats last week sometime, so we should be seeing that pretty soon. Anyway, so lots of trees around here, but there's also lots of fields just on the other side of this tree line over here, the tall tree line. There's probably at least another 30 acres worth of fields. Not part of Elmer's property, but close enough for here. He's got a lot of, I won't say field space that he's using for haying, but it's open space, lots of wildflowers in here. For some reason, there's oodles and oodles of milkweed in here. And I'm actually glad to see that. I haven't seen milkweed around for a long time, and we're hoping that helps with the monarchs. And I'll probably take a look around, see if I can find any monarch caterpillars here. Maybe I'm too late. Maybe they're all chrysalises now, but we'll see if we can find a monarch caterpillar or two. So we'll swing the camera around just a little bit more here, hoping that the doesn't fall over. And here is the bee yard. Pretty small. Again, 4 max. Got 2 in here right now. The hives you see here came from Windy Ridge. This first hive, which is now in the #1 position here at Carlton, used to be hive number 5 up at Windy Ridge, and the other one down there is hive number 6 from Windy Ridge. And as you recall, hives 4 and 5 were fairly strong, and hive 6 was a little bit weaker, and it still seems to be holding true. So I'm going to get in there today, take a look around, and see if I can see anything wrong, or maybe they're just slow. I don't know. But anyway, they enjoyed the trip down here as much as I did. But actually, the release went very well. There's a little bit of bearding here on the front. Maybe we can get in a little closer for that. See if I can finagle this thing to do that. Here we go. Yes, I do have the fence turned off. There we go. A little bearding there. We got the bottom entrance right on the bottom board is open for them. I also got the first disc to wide open for them. You can see they're utilizing both of those entrances very well. So what I hope to do today for hive number 1 here at Holyoke is to go through that, see how they're doing. Make sure they survived. Make sure we actually have a queen in there that's laying some eggs. And since they were so big, they had so many bees in there, I'm thinking about putting on some honey supers on top. So, I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. We'll see when we get there. Not so sure about hive number 3 here. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So hive 3, you can see they're not so much here as far as bearding goes. Not as much activity in and out. So I doubt I'll be putting honey supers on these anytime soon. But you can see them coming in and out of their entrance, through the entrance disc there too. So there is some activity. Hopefully we'll get in there and see what's going on. I'm getting suited up here. Not sure how these girls are going to react. I'm pretty sure, just judging by when I walked in front of them and around behind them here, that they're going to be okay. But we never know once I tear their roof off how they're going to react. So give me a couple seconds here more, get the gauntlets up, and let's get digging in. Oh, this one is down here pretty good. Didn't expect the telescoping cover to be like that. I've had them stick before, but not that much. So there. That's probably because of propolis from days gone by. And I can see some up in here, back in here. All right, let's pull off this top cover and see how they are. I may, depending on their mood here. In fact, I think I will. I'm going to pause the video here. And I'm going to go get a smoker running, just because it's probably going to be that way. All right, we are back with the smoker lit. Let's see if we can see what's going on inside of these cover here. Feels like they've already propolized down the cover to the top frames there. Let's get some smoke in here. Oh, they're not happy about that. We can hear them buzzing away. Okay. Let them sit for a little bit, and let's open her up. Yeah, they've been busy. That is indeed what they did. Now, if my senses are right, we're going to have to get rid of this anyway, so I'll do that now. Looks like they're over here working the drone brood. I see some cells in there. The drone brood frame, I should say. Boy, this wax comes off so much easier when it's warm like this. Then when you get down in the 40s, that wax just is brittle until it just cracks right off. Now, let's see if we can convince that little girl to head downstairs here a little bit. There you go. Please move. Thank you. Oh, they got a little honey they're putting in up there. Actually looks like nectar of some sort. All right, that's all cleaned off. Let's take a dive in here. First frame I'm going to pull out, I think, will be this drone frame here, drone brood frame, and set that off to the side so we can get access to the others. Oh, they're actually putting some nectar in there too. Some of those cells. I don't see any eggs, so that's all right. I'll put that over here. That gives me room now to move all these frames over to the side. I remember, go slow. I always forget. Just too much of a hurry. All right. Well, not quite drawn out fully in this area, but you can see maybe some glistening all around the edges. They're putting in some nectar in there. And the same with here. Oh, we got some brood still happening down here. That's good. I also, if I'm going to see, if I see the queen today, let's try and mark her just so it's easier. This is 2023, so we're using a red marker this year. Oh, this one's tough to come out. This is attached down below. Oh, I see something that I'm not sure I like up here. And there's one on the other side too. Let's see. Queen cup maybe? I don't see anything in here. No, there's nothing in there. It was wet, but I think they're putting nectar in it. Any little spot possible. Lots of brood in here. Some real new stuff over here. Some uncapped brood yet. And new stuff out here. Older brood on the inside. So that's looking good. And that's a drone frame there. This is what I was concerned about. I saw nothing in here, so, but they're thinking, or doing some practice cups at least, so I'm thinking just because of that, I do need to give them a little more room. And that room will come in the form of honey supers. Once they get that extra room, maybe they'll forget about any sort of making a new queen and getting vamoosing out of here. All right, looks very good. Some dark brood here. Looks like some other larvae that needs to be capped real soon. Getting close, and we're still putting in some nectar all around the edges here. So that is looking really good. Still taking a quick look around for queen. Don't see her there. I got one bee out here bugging me. Well, that's a drone right there. Big old drone. Well, don't see a queen up here, but same thing. I wonder if we got some chalk brood or something in here, because I see a number of uncapped cells that are, I don't know. Next time we're able to take a look and see if that's the case. But I hope not. I'll just lift up those corners, make it a little easier for me to pull up and out of here. All right. This gobbledygook here, excuse me girls, we're gonna get rid of this mess here. Not sure what that is, but can't be good. It looks like some pollen down in there, but it's, for some reason the wax is shriveled up around it. That can't be good. Definitely some pollen in there. We'll free that space up. Maybe they can rework it for some other purpose. Okay. Looking good here. Still a lot of nectar coming in. And yeah, they may almost be resource bound here, meaning the queen can't lay any more eggs because this side is in the middle of the frame here, or in the middle of the box. Oh, same crap over here. Starting to put, you can see the glistening in there, but a lot of nectar going in there. So let's give them another box, and hopefully that couple boxes of supers, hopefully they'll take that honey and move it up to the supers. That'll give them some space for some more space for the queen to lay eggs. All right, no queen on that one. Keep going here. Oh, they're starting to get a little agitated. You can hear their buzzing picking up a little bit. Yeah, that guy's back, the one that made us bounce all the way through a field to get here. But it's a nice location, girls. Much better than up at Windy Ridge. Yeah, look at all this. Lots, just nothing but nectar in here. They're finding a lot of nectar, so yeah, I think it's time we put on some honey supers for them. Not so much nectar on this side. I see, as I look down in here, some young brood, some older brood, looking for eggs. Oh, there's some really, yeah, there's an egg. There's about a 3-day-old egg, so that's good news. See, we got a practice cup here. Not anymore. Let's look on the bottom. I want to pull out that previous frame I did there. Look on the bottom there again, because I think I saw a queen cell there too. Queen cup, I should say. Make sure that they aren't doing anything. Could be drones, but no. Well, welcome back. And we had a technical glitch there. Looks like, again, the camera overheated, so it stopped on me. So I missed a bunch of stuff there, but I did get through the top, still clearing out some queen cells. They were dry. I went through the bottom. Not going to open that up again. The bees were all good through the whole thing. Not saying that, but I don't want to disturb them again there. But I went through the bottom, found some more queen cups down there, all dry. So they are thinking about going, but have not gotten all that serious yet about it. So went over to the truck, got the queen excluder on here. Let me get a little bit of smoke on there and get them down. So we're going to give them some extra space on top here. First thing we're going to give them is this, which is some foundation supers. You see we already got some bees in there because I kept blabbing on not knowing that the camera had quit on me. So there are already some bees up here. Got some new spacers, 9-frame spacers that work really good. Some nice stainless steel. They are much better than the old wobbly orange plastic things. So do recommend getting some stainless steel spacers. And so I got regular foundation. Then I still had one box of permacomb left. So we're putting permacomb on the top here. I'm hoping that it'll draw, some of the bees up through and maybe entice the younger bees to give off some wax so they can start building out foundation down below. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm also got some frames of permacomb that were used last year. You can see by how dirty they are, but I mix them in with some new frames that did not get used last year. So doing what we're calling checkerboarding here. Let's get those lined up. I know the girls are probably wondering, why do you keep doing this to us? Well, because there's a certain word I can't say while this is running. The camera's running. Maybe I'll flash that up on the screen. It seems like every time I say that word, everything comes to a halt. And all of a sudden, I'm missing things too. So there we go. All right, that looks like we're ready there. Everything's spaced out nice and evenly. I already checked this to make sure all the comb on top here would not interfere. And there we got a couple girls already coming up into that box. Top cover's in. Or I should say inner cover. No, the top cover, the telescoping top cover is in there. And we're all set to button this thing back up. I'll spare you the agony of me watching me do this, but it's first. What do you want to say? First impressions. This is the first time I've been in the hive since we moved them here. Very good. They seem to have a lot of nectar, and I saw some fresh new pollen in there too. So good resources in the area. And they are busy and ready to expand. So, hopefully that new space on top will convince them that they don't have to swarm and they can stick around a little bit here. All right, now on to the next one. The next one, hive number 3 here at Carlton, is a little weaker. Let's dig in and find out what's going on there. Maybe I'll do a time lapse on this if we can keep the camera running. I do have some shade coming in from a nice beautiful white pine right up behind me here. And maybe I'll move that camera over into the shade so we get a little protection from the sunlight. And then we'll do a time lapse. Well, that one went pretty good. It's amazing the differences between these two hives here. This one, lots of bees. Maybe you can see them out here bearding. This one, no bearding, not as many bees, maybe 2/3 as many. This one, pulling in resource, starting to fill everything up. This one, the top box in there, almost plumb full of capped honey. The box was very heavy. I shouldn't say plumb full, maybe 2/3 full of capped honey. And there's some brood in that top box, but a lot of brood under on the first box there. So they're okay. I think they're just fine. Got some bees here wondering why I am sitting here, because my feet are tired, okay? But I think they're okay. This it's amazing. They're supposed to both be Italians. Italians to the left of me, Italians to the right. But I don't know if you'd call it mindset or the characteristics of the hive. I won't say totally different, but a lot different. You know, let's store up as much as we can. Let's make as many bees as we can. It's crazy. Well, we're gonna plug up the nozzle there on the smoker and head off to the next place. We're gonna head up. Elmer requested that I stop by and give him an update on what's going on out here, so I'll do that. Unfortunately, he could not make it out here. So we'll go up there and we'll see if he's camera shy or not. But just a great guy, one of those people that a mentor for life. Let's put it that way. So, grab the smoker here. Still got a little smoke coming out. So there's not as much as before. I think we're almost out of fuel. But I usually take over, get some grass around the boundary of the bee yard here. I'll take it, get a good bundle. I'll wrap it in half like this, and then stuff the nozzle with it there. Now that does not completely stop everything right away, but it could be enough smoke for at least right now for me to escape here without getting stung. So watch where I put my hands here. Try and get up without making too much of a weird movements and make my escape. Thank you for watching this episode from Windy Ridge Apiaries. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications on any newly posted videos. And at your discretion, please leave a comment below. And until next time, do a good day.